Here is the review of Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Minicon Assault Team. This consists of wind shear, heavy tread, and runway. First, let's start off with wind shear. As you can see, she's a helicopter and a really cool looking representation. Now, she does have her Minicon symbol on the top here. And the rotors on the top and on the back here do move. And that's about it for wind shear. So next up is runway. He is some kind of raptor jet thing, but still looks cool. And he does have a Minicon port on the top here, but it doesn't do anything. And his Minicon symbol is on one of his wings here. And that's it for runway. And last up is heavy tread, who is a tank. And not a bad representation, but the turret here doesn't move. Because these are gonna form his arms in robot mode. And he also has a Minicon port here, which again doesn't do anything. And his Minicon symbol is on the side of his turret here. And also, he has 4 little wheels on the bottom here, which will make him roll. And that's it for heavy tread. So now let me get the other two back in. And before I show you their transformations, they do come with one more thing, and that is this. And this is a comic book. And this is from Dark Cybertron Chapter 4, Into the Abyss. So now to transform them, first let's start off with Wind Shear. First you will have to remove the gun here from this port and this peg here. Take the tail fin here, bring it up, untap her legs and bring them down, and you could see this hole is where these tabs go into. Untap her arms from these holes and these pegs. Then take the cockpit here, untab it and bring it down. And you do want to be very careful with the cockpit here, cause it will pop off. So then you take her gun here and plug it on either one of these ports here. And you're done. And I really like how her robot mode looks all around. It's a really cool looking design. And she also has some high heels. And for our articulation, arms are on a ball joint. Legs are on a ball joint. Bend at the knees. And that's it. So now to transform runway here. You want to remove the back here from this hole and this peg here. Untap his arms. Then you want to take his legs here, straighten them down, flip up his feet, then take the cockpit here, untap it and bring it down, and it will go in this hole here and these pegs here. Just gotta make sure that his legs are collapsed together so that this cockpit will line up with this tab here. And that's it. And his robot mode is also nice looking all around. I really like how it looks. And for articulation, he has ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed legs, hinge knees, and that's it. And as for this here, you can plug it on his arms here using these holes and this peg here. So you can have like an arm gun. And now to transform heavy tread. Take these sides here, bring them down, flip back these, and flip up his feet. Then you want to untap the turret and bring his arms out. And you're done. And you can remove the gun here. So you can display him without his gun. And he's probably the weakest one of the group. Well, he does still look cool. I even like his head. It's just that when you're trying to pose him, you're not gonna get much. All he has is ball-jointed shoulders, and his legs can move forward and back. And that's it. So now let me get the other two here. And as a whole set, they look great together. But they're not perfect. But they still look cool as a set. And another thing they can do is combine into one robot. And to do that, first you want to remove all of their weapons. And you can combine these into one. And to do that, you want to take Heavy Tread's gun and take Windshear's weapon, and her weapon will connect to this port here and this hole here. And for runways, his will plug into this hole and this peg here. And there you go. So now to get these guys transformed into their combined modes, first let's start off with Heavy Tread here. So to get him ready, take his arms here, fold them in, and then you want to separate him in half. And there you go. Now to transform Runway, untap his cockpit and bring it up to about here. Get his arms out of the way. Take his legs here, bring them down and swing them to about here, and his legs will tab into these pegs here and these here. What I meant to say was his legs are gonna tab into these holes and these pegs. Then bring his arms up to about here. Bring down the combine mode arms. Then you want to take these here, fold them up, which will reveal the combine mode hands, and then flip up Runway's feet. Then you want to take Runway's cockpit here and fold it up to about here. And that's it. Now to transform Wind Shear. What you want to do is fold in her propellers so that they're like this. Straighten down the tail fin. Open up the back and flip out the combine mode head. Then take Wind Shear's cockpit, fold it up, and close up the back. And these holes on Wind Shear are now going to go in these tabs here. And you're done for now. There's still more you have to do, but we're gonna save that for a minute. So now to combine these together. Runway is going to go in this peg and this hole. And also, Runway's nose cone here of the jet is going to go in this hole here. And now to finish transforming Wind Shear, take her legs and they will go down like this. and the tail fin will just fold down. And for heavy tread, he will clip in to this clip here and this hole here. And you're done. And this is called Centuritron. And he looks really cool all around. But he does have some flaws. Like, for example, his chest is really hollow. And also, another part which is part of the articulation, it is what I meant to say. And that is, he does have knee joints here, but they're really limited by heavy tread's arms. And the only way to not have that happen is to bring out heavy tread's arms, so that way he can move his knees a lot better. But the rest of his articulation has no problems. His arms have the same movement like on Runway's legs. And the only new parts of articulation is he has ball-jointed knees, or legs. And that's it. And he can hold his gun. So, final thoughts. The individual bots do all look great. Well, heavy tread is the weakest because of his articulation. And the combined mode looks really cool, but his chest is really hollow, and his knee articulation gets in the way from Heavy Tread's arms. And also, Windshear's cockpit does pop off sometimes, so be careful with that. So, it's still a great set, but it's not perfect. So, I think that's about it. So, there you have it. Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Minicon Assault Team. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.